Hey there YouTube, my name is Kristen Marie. Welcome to Illyria. Just kidding. Welcome to my channel. I'm a licensed esthetician, an educator, mentor, a YouTuber, and a mom. Thank you so much for tuning in today, and be sure to hit that subscribe button if you're new here, if you're an esthetician, or you love skincare, if you're looking to level up in your business. That is all covered on this channel. Be sure to comment below where you're at in your journey and how we can support you here in our community. Let me know what you're hoping to see next. I've been diving into some skincare reviews. Those have been a lot of fun to do, but we're going to take a little break this week, and I'm going to talk to you about my 2023 Instagram tips for estheticians and just give you a little bit more insight to things that I've learned as far as growing my business, growing my page, all of that. And having a solo business as an esthetician, you really wonder going into it, okay, how am I going to attract clients? And I have to say wholeheartedly, besides getting referrals from just word of mouth from our clients, but Instagram has been the biggest tool that I've had in my business. And it is something that I tend to talk a lot about in my coaching sessions. So if you guys don't know already, I do offer one-on-one virtual coaching sessions, and this can be talked about specifically with you. I can look at your page, give you my personal feedback about your page specifically and what things can be changed. But of course, in this video, I'm going to be giving you some updated tips. I did do a come create a reel with me video that I'll link down below here for you. I went and I rewatched that today to make sure that today's video can give you some updated tips. But I really enjoyed watching that video too, because you got to kind of see me in action while filming a reel. And a lot of those tips are still relevant to what Instagram looks like today. They've made some changes, but that video is still very relevant. So go ahead and watch that video as well. Before I forget, I will be announcing the winner for the La Roche-Posay giveaway winner. So be sure to watch the very end to see who won. If the topics in this video interest you today, then go ahead and keep on watching. Hello, beautiful people. Thank you so much for continuing to watch. I have, of course, my detailed notes in front of me, and I have gone and I've done some research myself to update my own knowledge on Instagram and what I feel is important to know in 2023. A few times I've encountered students and individuals in our industry that are shy from the camera, that say they're not great with social media and they don't know a lot about it, and they shy away from it because of that, and they leave their pages inactive, or they don't even touch Instagram at all. I want to encourage you to flip your mindset when it comes to that, because that could be the biggest thing that is holding you back from truly changing your business and the amount of clients that are coming in the doors. So flip that mindset. It really is going to take you getting uncomfortable. Be okay with messing up, because over time, the more that you do Instagram reels or whatever you're posting, you're going to improve. That's just the name of the game. The more practice, the more perfection. I've seen just personally, even with myself, just looking back at my old content and Kristen's content, I mean, the more and more we post and do videos, and even here on YouTube, you will see that there's a huge improvement, and I'm always trying to make things better and learn more. So always be a student when it comes to this, because it is always changing. A great profile to follow on Instagram is a gentleman who works for Instagram. He's the head of Instagram, and it's at Mosseri. So at Mosseri, I don't know how to say that, but check him out, because he's always giving you kind of the latest on what is changing on Instagram, or what they're adding, or what they're test driving. And I do find it very helpful to follow him and just to hear what he has to say. But anyways, I'm closing out this thought, but just saying that social media and branding and all of that is part of your job description, especially if you are a solo esthetician and running your own show. This is just part of it. And so you need to carve out time in your schedule to prioritize this. I've taken hiatuses here and there, but I do always come back, and I do always know the value of posting and doing all of that. And I see a huge change in not only just my motivation and excitement and all of that, but just the amount of clients that are coming in. There's just no doubt in my mind that having an active social media page, specifically Instagram, will go hand in hand with how your business is doing. I also did share with you in a few videos ago that my page was actually disabled for a period of time, and you guys, I felt like a fish out of water during that time. Although it was a nice break mentally from having to manage that, but at the same time it just made me so uncomfortable and uneasy knowing that all this hard work and time that I put into this page was just taken away. And so at the end, I was able to thankfully get it reinstated through some connections of mine, and I ended up verifying my page. So if you haven't already verified your page, I would highly recommend you considering it. Now, I have mixed feelings about it only because I feel like maybe this is a way for Instagram to make money, but we can't change that. So I do suggest verifying your page only because it's going to protect your page from getting taken down and also maybe duplicated or something like that. And so it's just going to protect it and also let your followers know that you are who you say you are. I think something about that blue check mark honestly attracts people, and it just gives that sense of security almost. When at least for me, I'm just speaking for myself. When I see someone's page is verified, you're kind of like, oh, who's that? And it kind of sparks a little bit of curiosity for that profile. With your profile, you can actually switch it to a business profile. So if you haven't done that already, that's a huge advantage because it's going to give you insights. It's going to look at all your posts and interactions on your page, and it's going to give you a huge, vast amount of information about which posts are doing well, who's visiting your profile, the demographics. It also provides a large amount of tips and suggestions for making reels and what content is doing the best for your page. And so it's very helpful occasionally, like how I did today, to look at your insights and to see what's working, what's not working. And for those of you who don't know, there's something called an algorithm, and that's basically what's going to get your profile seen and attract new followers. And so the goal of Instagram in general, they want you to create content. They want to encourage you to use this as a tool for your business. And now they're making more ways to earn money from this. It helps you to add different tools to your page, so different buttons and contact methods. It's just going to make your profile that much more effective when it comes to attracting clients and followers. So the next tip that I'm going to highly emphasize is posting regularly. Okay, I know I've talked about this before, and you will see that over and over again if you watch other videos talking about tips for Instagram or any social media platform. From what I've seen, because I did take a little break from posting and now I'm back in action, and I've been able to see just within the last couple weeks that my page has grown by about 1,000 followers, and certain videos have gotten more interaction than others. The more you post and the more you get to know your audience, you're going to be able to see what works and what doesn't work. And so I'm going to share with you in just a little bit here what I've found has worked and what has attracted more people to my page. And so don't go anywhere. Be sure to hit that subscribe button and that like button if you're liking the information so far. What I've found has been working for me and where I've seen that growth is to post at least 3 to 4 times a week on your feed. So not on your story, but on your feed, you're posting 3 to 4 times a week. If you can post daily, that is going to be even faster growth, okay? And that's what I did in the very beginning when I first started my business. I was posting every single day and filming every single day. Carve out time in your schedule, make it a part of your daily tasks or weekly tasks to make the time to film. Film during your services, of course, with the consent of your clients, but also to just set alone time for you to sit in front of the camera and make content, because again, this is part of your job description and you may be that person that just needs that time to focus. Treat it like it's a client coming in. This is a must do. This is not an option. And Instagram has a feature where you can schedule your posts. So the only time that you can't actually schedule it is if you're doing a collaboration or you're tagging anybody. That's when I've noticed that it says we can't do that, but most of the time you can schedule your posts, and I find that that's very helpful, especially for someone like myself that's extremely busy, and usually it's during the time of the day where I am working. And so another point I want to make is that posting for me has been working the best midday, because I do feel like that's when most people take a break for lunch and they're on their phone. Not only posting midday, but also posting midweek. I've found posting on Mondays doesn't really tend to get a ton of traction, and Fridays doesn't tend to get a lot of traction. I think where our sweet spot tends to be is on Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursdays. I posted on a Sunday, and actually it got a lot of views. One of my most viewed videos right now was posted on a Sunday. But to see specifically when your followers are active on their page, you can actually go onto your insights in your professional account. So go to professional dashboard, go to total followers, and this shows you your overall growth, your follows, unfollows, top locations, cities, and countries, the age range that you're targeting, the gender, and the most active times is at the very bottom. So you can actually see specifically which hours and which days are going to have the most interaction. But that feature is what's going to allow you to see those stats. So, but for me specifically that I've seen has worked are those times and dates. So you posted on a Tuesday and you want to post on Wednesday, allow your reel to circulate for at least 24 hours. So if you posted at 11 a.m. on Tuesday, make sure that your next post isn't until 11 a.m. on Wednesday, just because I feel like you need to give your content time to circulate on and to see what's doing well. Those are in regards to posting on your feed. While posting on your story can be a little bit different. I do feel like you need to post every single day on your story, and according to the research I've done, stories and reels have different algorithms. Where I feel like you're going to reach people on your stories are going to be your followers. As much as I love reels and videos, those are definitely going to be the number one thing to attract people to your page. But if you're trying to grow interaction with your followers, because I've noticed looking at my insights that a lot of the interaction that I get on my page are from non-followers. And so to encourage others to continue to follow you or to interact with you is to post on your story. And so I'm actually going to be working on that, okay? I don't think I've completely mastered stories. I do post daily, and whether it's a quote or a service video, I haven't been able to necessarily figure out what gets people to view it a lot more than other days. But I do know that when I show my face on the camera, those tend to get more views. So although it is really nice to see, you doing your service on someone's face, but I think panning out and doing an angle of yourself doing the work where they can see you and get to know you and put a face to you is really valuable. And for it to not always just be quotes or tips, mix it up. And I've noticed that even doing videos and posting on my story where I mix it up, where I share kind of that personal side to me and also a professional side, I think that that's equally as important, is to show people that you're a person and that you're trying to build a relationship with them, especially when it comes to building your clientele. I think people want to know who you are, people want to see your face, and I think it's good to do content that is a mix of those two things. I did say I was going to share with you what reels have been doing the best on my page. I did do a reel recently where, those girls who always have glowing face, something like that. It was a little facial video. And then another video that did really well was a skit of me sharing about clients who contact you, clients who say they want to contact you after the service to book an appointment. Those two videos did really, really well and have gotten over 150,000 views and interaction on my page, and that has been the drive recently to my page's growth. And so I looked at those two and I was like, okay, they're so different. What about those two reels in particular have been catching people's attention? And so here's my thoughts on that. What they both have in common is that they're short. There are certain videos that can get away with being longer, maybe a facial service, or if you're talking to the camera and you're giving tips. But of course, I think as humans, we have a very short attention span. So you want to make sure your content is going to be to the point, eye-catching, and I think part of what grabs people's attention is the lighting. And I did talk about this in my other video, so check out that video. But the lighting, the angles, and I feel like when you switch up the angles, it's going to keep people's eyes focused. And then also something relatable. They're both relatable. I'm always trying to think, when I'm creating content, is this something that I would share? On average, for both of those reels, people watched it for 7 seconds. Just know that you have about 5 to 10 seconds to keep people interested, because we're just scrolling all day long. Those 2 videos definitely got to the point. They were eye-catching, they were relatable, they were shareable. Whether that's going to make someone laugh or smile or cry or provoke thought, I do think that that's going to grab people's attention more. Another thing I noticed was the videos that I post that have a caption on the video itself. So make sure when you're filming that you make room for a little caption either at the top or the bottom of the video, and something short that, again, people can read while they're watching the video. But I do find that the reels with captions on the video, and of course a great caption below, is going to attract views, and then again to create an action item for them to do something with this video, or to follow you, or to book, or that I'm just a huge believer in giving someone an action when it comes to posting. Another thing not to ignore when it comes to posting a video or reel is hashtags. Also, they added a new feature called topics. Now, Kristen actually shared this with me, but they added a feature where you can add topics. So you can add up to 3 topics, and the ones I tend to add in are beauty related or entrepreneur related, and I think that's a pretty cool feature. I think there's just multiple ways now. It used to just be hashtags. Instagram's adding more ways to promote your posts. Another tip I have for you is to follow other pages that inspire you. And I tend to get a lot of ideas from following other estheticians that have large followings and seeing what works for them and what they enjoy creating. And maybe something that I'm doing is not your niche or your strength, and maybe somebody else's is. And so I like to follow multiple people to gain ideas and to spark thought as far as like, okay, how can I switch it up and reach a different audience? Try something new, because again, being in a student position versus always being the teacher, I know I can learn from others that have larger followings than me. And so really have been enjoying watching some other people in the industry who are thriving to gain ideas from their pages. I'm not saying to sit there and copy people word for word or take their branding or any. Of course, you want to make your content unique to you and what you enjoy doing. And so again, for me, I enjoy doing those funny skits and things that are relatable and services and things like that. But there's others that do their content differently. There's really so many different avenues that you could take with what you find your strengths are. And so find out what that is. Go and look at other popular influencer pages and just gain ideas for what you feel you are the best at. Again, not to copy, but to be inspired and to freshen it up and get outside of your comfort zone. There's a difference between just not wanting to do something or being lazy about it, but you have to be intentional. If I know I want to post something on a certain day, there's work that leads up to that. So you can't just say, okay, on your to-do list, okay, post on Wednesday, and then you have no other to-dos. Like I have on the days leading up to that, on Friday, I need to film the content that I'm planning on posting. Okay, so that's the to-do for Friday. Saturday, I need to upload it to my computer. Sunday, I need to throw it together, put it together in the video, or even just on your phone. If you don't edit outside of your phone, you can edit on your phone. And then the next day, Monday, would be when I would take the edited footage, I would add in the caption on the video and add the caption and the tag and whatever else I want to add into there. And then Tuesday would be when it's actually getting posted, and then I either have to set a reminder on my phone, which I put an alarm, a literal alarm, about 2-3 minutes before the time I want to post. That way, in case I'm doing something else, I'm able to pause and have a couple minutes to post it and to maybe watch it one more time to make sure if there's any last minute changes you need to make, and then you post it on Tuesday. See the process that kind of leads up to that. Don't overwhelm yourself and make yourself feel like you have to do all of that in one day. Because again, if you're like me and you have family and you have a business and you have errands and adult things to do, which we all do, it's very important to be strategic about it and to give specific to-dos for yourself on the days leading up to that post. If you don't already have a notebook or a virtual planner of some sort or a calendar, I highly recommend that you get really organized with it, and again, make it part of your job description and a must-do, and to get uncomfortable and to not tell yourself that I'm not good at this or I don't know how. You guys, there are so many resources out there to learn. You're trying. You're going to get better. You're going to improve. That's just part of how it works. Even to this day, I still have kind of a fear whenever I'm about to post something, because I'm like, oh my gosh, how many views is this going to get? How many likes is it going to get? Is someone going to comment something negative? And yeah, even in my position, you guys, I have that fear. So don't let that fear stop you though, because you never know what video is going to boost your page. It's going to take you creating multiple posts and multiple videos to get that one superstar video that could elevate your page. And so don't quit. Keep going, keep posting, keep improving, and you just never know. You never know which video is gonna blow up. And I'll tell you, those top 2 posts that I have right now, both of those videos I did not think were gonna get as many views as they did. And so it's just proving to myself that you just gotta keep trying and keep going, and it's gonna work out. So as long as you don't quit, as long as you're consistent and intentional, you're gonna succeed. Thanks so much for getting to the very end of this video. I'm actually gonna be sharing with you the giveaway winner for my La Roche-Posay skincare review. And so if you wanna know who wins that prize, go ahead and keep on watching. And just know next week I'm gonna be doing another skincare review, and then the following week I'm going to be possibly taking a little break that week because it is Thanksgiving week. So stay tuned for that. I'll confirm with you soon, but I just wanted to give you a heads up of where my head is at, creating balance to posting and being active on social media. But again, thank you so much for taking the time to watch. I love you. I'll see you back here next week on Monday for a new one. And until then, stay safe, and I'll see you then. Bye. Look who joined us!
Hi guys.
It's been a little while since she's been on the YouTube channel.
Yes.
Real quick before we get into the giveaway winner, I was just chit-chatting with her about what I shared with you guys, and it kind of just sparked even more thoughts. What I was going to say is that what works for me might not work for you, and you're part of your journey. So just know that as you grow in your business and your page, you might do content that's different over time. So I know in the beginning, when I first started my business, a lot of my content was services and facials and things like that. Now it's more reaching a different audience, but I do feel like she's kind of more in the beginning stages of her journey, and I think she wanted to share what kind of works for her and what videos got the most views on your page.
Yeah, what I've noticed with my Instagram is a lot of the times my videos are if I do a satisfying facial video or satisfying back facial or waxing, I feel like those have gotten a lot more views than some of my other videos. So it kind of just depends, I guess, but right now that's kind of been what my page has been about, showing what I do in the services and my room and everything. So yeah,
and that's what I think encourages me to keep mixing it up. Sometimes I'll do a skit, sometimes I'll do an esthetician type reel or a service, and then that's why I created that separate Radiance page, business page, to create that separation, because as I grew my audience, and a lot of it was estheticians, but I still wanted a way to attract clients. That's for me why I think it was important to create that separate page to also post service related things, because I do want to keep attracting clients to the business and not just followers. So that's really good to share. But okay, let's get into this giveaway winner for the La Roche-Posay Probiotic Moisturizer. Again, thank you so much for watching that video and sharing your feedback. Again, that's more than welcome on this video. 52 entries for the giveaway. And again, if you win, make sure you contact me, beauty@KristenMarieCo.com, if I don't get back to you on this video, but I most likely will get in touch with you on this video. But if not, then email me so that we can get in touch. Okay, ready? Right, this is your volume on. Alrighty, here's the wheel of randomization. Wait, zoom out. Oh, it's like zoomed in.
You can zoom out.
Cowdy 3246. You are the winner of the probiotic moisturizer, so please get in touch with me as soon as possible so that we can get it to you and you can enjoy that moisturizer. But again, thanks for watching. We love you so much, and we'll see you in the next one. Bye!